Alright everyone, going to try a couple of different views on this thing today. Guess what I got? Heathy, say hello.
Hello, I see. You wanna know why I had this stick? Because it's my ninja stick.
Your ninja stick, very well done. You forgot my drink bottle over there.
Oh.
Silly boy. Anyway, I'm just letting the dogs out here. Just been to the shop, got the GoPro. Gonna do a quick little vlog today. Yesterday, I had to edit it out of the video. If you watched yesterday's video, it was a part where I had the mulching mower and it lost the spring on the governor arm. So I'm about to go show you what I do to increase the revs. Come on then. And how to fix it. So that's what this video is going to be about. Just getting set up here. Thank you, brother. Thanks, mate. Right, let's get some lights on. So yeah, I'm going to swap these views around, play around with this camera, have a bit of fun with it, and show you why. Show you what we need to do with that governor arm to fix it. There's two different ways that I use, and they're all a bit slightly different, but typically if it's a Honda engine, they're really quite simple. So we'll get into that. I'll just give you a little geezer at the camera here. Hopefully you got it. You got me too. Look how dirty the mirrors are. Filthy. Okay, say a quick goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, good. Alright. Get this drop down. Easy. Don't touch it, bro. What are you doing? Definitely get a table for that. Very heavy. Steve?
Oh.
Come on, bro. Right, let's see. And it just like probably like that. And over there. Oi, get out of the camera shop, boy. Yeah, well, I'm just showing them this. So what you got here, this was just a quick little thing that I did because it stretched this and I lost a lot of revs. So at full revs, it just was nowhere near where it needed to be. So I've just, you can get that shadow out of there. Let's hope that'll work. Pretty clear. You get me with a stick. So you can see where I've hooked it and then where the old connection point was, which was around this side. Right, so if you just go like, push it back, that changes your spring tension. What I also did, I hold this steady, right? And then I can tweak this. And you can do it with your hands. So see how that moves that top section as well? It's very hard to do this when you're holding a GoPro in one hand, isn't it? But you hold that with the other hand, pin it all the way back, and then you flex this, right? You can flex this whole metal bar without that top section moving, obviously. Just enough. A couple of mil is all you need. And usually a pair of pliers is the best way to do it, but just on the job yesterday, I just quickly did it with my hand, holding that, and then just tweaked it enough, as well as hooked this around. But what I found was, at the time, it was okay for what I was doing. It actually helped chop up all the Mower hedge and everything else I was doing for the mulching works. And therefore, I had more revs, which helped. But you don't want to have too many revs. I think it's 3,500 RPM, something around them lines, don't quote me. You can just get on Google and quickly find that out, because each engine is slightly different, obviously. Bigger the CCs, then the bigger the revs. So it's just something that people have mentioned, oh, you can up them and it makes them a different beast, a better machine, which it does. But at the same time, if you're within the limits, and I'm comparing this mulching to the Toro mulching and all these other brands, the Husky obviously, everything about them, the mulching capacity isn't what I think is determined fully by the, I'll just turn this thing back on here, by the actual engine revs. Helps, of course, but I think the deck design and the way the actual mulching plug works and everything else is more relevant in my opinion. So I'll just see if I can get this screen back on. Sorry if I turn you off. All right, I did turn you off, so I'll try it again when it shuts off this front screen. I'll just tap the back and see if that does it. But anyway, that's what we're getting at with this today. I'm going to adjust this again. I might set this up. I'll turn it on. Thing is, you can hear it when it's revving too high. So you can just adjust it on the throttle if you wanted to. But safety wise, if I've got other workers with me, I don't want them thinking about that. I just want to make it as easy as possible. And just knowing that little spring, just remember that arm can be pulled right back and that one tweaked, and that adjusts it, gives you more revs, or you can just adjust the spring like what I've done here. And yeah, Small Engine Saloon is a good fella from America. He does a lot of good things on that. That's probably where I saw 3 years, maybe more. It was before the business, so yeah, probably 4 years ago that I first seen his videos, and it was interesting because small engines, typically, they're not too complicated. There's only a handful of things that can be wrong. It's only once you start stepping up into these things that you get a few more. You got to be a bit more careful with rebuilding compared to a little engine like that, you know, one cylinder type thing, whereas these can be a bit more complicated. But yeah, so we're going to try these angles out as well, and I'll just keep trial and error. But it should be a lot better sound quality, which is what we're after. Going to have a bit of an echo in here, but plan was to get on the lawnmower today, but that might be tomorrow's video. If I pump out a video on a Sunday, that'll be a first, but we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll rev this up and you'll hear it. I'll change that spring just alone, I'll just do that, and then I'll show you on the governor arm what it does. Haven't got much battery left too, brand new thing. It didn't come with a proper battery, so. Anyway, talk to you soon, bye-bye. Righto, this is on the wide setting of the camera, just for my reference. First one was on super wide, next one was on linear with horizontal leveling, something like that. But anyway, hopefully you can hear me there. I'll just quickly check the fuel. It would be very embarrassing if you have none. Just enough for this test, I think. A couple of tests. The only thing with this little engine too, the cap, we've got a little thing that goes around there, and if you're pulling it, you can get your finger caught. So just a little right there. So we'll see how this sounds, but yesterday it was really revving, so. Hold on, buddy. Bit noisy, was it? So that'll do. I don't want to fume this place out. I'll just quickly open up this door over here. So as you could hear there, that was the difference of moving that spring from one notch to the other, which was only a couple of mil difference in it. But you could really, well, I can definitely tell the difference in the sound. I hope it comes through there. It, to me, what it is doing is probably too much for what we need on your typical lawn. I think I'll leave the setting at the slower setting for average easy lawns. Anything thick, I'll just quickly, I'll spin this around so you can see. So that's the hook there. And by just simply flicking it to that, creating a bit more tension on that spring, therefore pulling everything, the governor arm and everything a bit tighter, giving you more rev. So when you pull this down, watch it all. Okay, so that's on that. And see how much tension's on that spring? And just by releasing that, taking that little bit of slack off it. And that's all the difference, that's it. And all that happened yesterday was that spring just, I pulled some grass through the wrong way. I knew as soon as I went to do it that I shouldn't have, just because there are moving parts here that are so simple, but yet so beneficial to the operation and the optimal running of a machine. So just a little spring like that, that's all the difference, and it just popped off, and it would have put a bit of tension, taken a bit of tension off it, sorry, because it stretched it too much up this end, and therefore I had to redesign it to suit, as well as do this arm here. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Again, I'll do more in-depth videos on this. To me, it's just a simple thing that you can do just to up the RPMs. I want to get an RPM gauge, so if anyone knows where we can get one of those, I've been looking online for a long time. Go to dealers and just sort of ask them what do they use, and they have a lot of plug-in machine ones that are dearer, but you can just get the ones that sit on the machine. It acts as like a magnetic reader. Don't quote me on that either. It's something, it just reads the RPMs. Have a go at what he's just done over here. My neat. He's a good kid. Leave him to be with his own devices and he creates a mess, that's for sure. My OCD goes over the top with him, but it's been good for me having him as a son. Heathy! Where'd he go, bae? There he goes. He bloody loves it here. Anyway, that's a quick video for today. I'll go in and edit this. Thing I did upgrade on this is a better SD card. So the other ones, I've been using older SD cards which don't do 4K. So I will upgrade them for the other ones as well to just get the best picture quality. And then I've got this obviously for the audio and even better picture quality and colors and things like that. So should work out well. We'll have plenty of options to throw it on any type of tool like this. We could throw it on with my tree lopper and everything. There's going to be so many things we could throw it on and just have a bit of fun with it. So thanks for watching this one, guys. Real quick one. Hopefully that helps and explains a little bit about the governor arm on a machine and the spring associated, as well as what you can do to improve them revs. And also, if you've done what I've done and broken your spring, just to adjust it to, it's all by ear for me, which, yeah, I might quickly compare it to one of these machines and then we can hear the difference in audio. That'll do us. All right, give the video a like and subscribe up. We're going to do plenty more, get this channel really growing and incorporate a lot of business ideas and tips along the way as always. So thanks, guys. Bye. Righto, last little thing, guys, and a quick test with the HRX here. Hasn't been started in a while, so what I usually do is check the oil, obviously fuel, but definitely the oil. Usually look underneath if you can. If it's on a clean area, you can see if it was leaking oil. But it's a good tip, just something out of habit. If I haven't used a machine for a while, I always check it. 9 times out of 10, 10 out of 10 really, they're always sweet, but it's worth checking. So we'll see how this goes. Hasn't been started in a while. See how it goes in our first pulley. There we go. Try one more. Whoa. Hopefully I've got it on right, that'll be embarrassing. See, it wasn't mine, it hasn't been started the box. Real quick, what I do like about this one, there's an extra little push you can give it as if you're going to put it on choke. There is no choke on this one. So as you come through and push this all the way down, there's a next stage where it clicks even further. Now you'll see, I'll show you on the spring, how much further that extra bit gives, and it does add to the revs. So listen up to this. That's the standard, that's on fast. I'm about to give it the extra oomph. Sorry if that was super noisy. So you can see what I'm talking about. Similar setup, spring, and this is the difference. So you got tension, it grabs, then there's your tension, right? That's it, it's as simple as it is. So by the time you go there, and then this is the extra click, so I'm just on the fast. Now I push that down even further, all the way. And by doing that, so this is backing it off a bit. Right, see up there? That's all the way, as if it was on choke or something. And so that there is fast, it just clicked. That's that further, that little bit more, and then I like to just come back that little bit, and then that's that little extra power that just helps this mulch up a lot better. So probably, yeah, not the point of the video, but probably the best in some situations. That is better, but all-rounder, this one I find is the best that I've got. And then these are just the solid beasts that get the job done when you're getting these in for a service or something. They're just heavy as all buggery, and just in my opinion, as solid and reliable as they are, something like that is a lot better, besides the 4-point adjustment. That's the only gripe I do not like about that machine. But you compare it to a Toro Time Master or something, the ease of use of the Time Master is a plus, but then you're getting all the issues with the belts and stuff. So this Skag, once it comes, I'm getting a trial run, one of the few that are in Australia. So we'll be using one of the demo ones through the local dealer we've got here, which is very nice of them and very much appreciated. Cannot wait to get my hands on that 30-inch and putting it through the ringer, so to speak. It'll be really pushed to its limits as far as the type of work that we do and the amount we do in a day. So really keen to get my hands on that. And yeah, I'm gonna get all this prepped, ready for next week. If I don't see you tomorrow, you'll see me next week for sure. I'm gonna try and do daily vlogs with the amount of work we got. It'll just be at certain ones. It won't be at every one, because I wouldn't be able to set the camera up for 16 and be done by 3. But I wanna set it up in a way that you guys can at least get the gist of what I'm doing. In each scenario, I might show you edging on one job. I might show you a job that's a bit harder on a hill, or just, I'll think of it as we go, and we'll go from there. These are all my other tools. All right, I'll help you work. 1 second. Say goodbye to everyone, and then I'll come help you.
Goodbye. I need a hold now, so goodbye.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye. Quick little bonus tip for you guys if you're stuck around to the end. One way to really start your week off on the right foot, I check the air filters, check the blades, fill up all units that I'm going to be potentially using. So every single one of these just got all them checks done, been filled right up. Got the blades all checked, everything on the decks, everything's good to go. Them blades on that one's passable. And for this next week, it'll be getting used half, and this will be getting used. I've got to use this tomorrow, hopefully, so I'll sharpen the blades on that tomorrow. And then everything come Monday, it just really, it gives you a good feeling for the week. You don't have to get out and first thing you're doing is filling up a mower for the very first job for the whole week. You know, it's just one of those things that I always have done. Really starts my week off well, or weeks off well. Every single week, whether it was regular acreage mowing or regular residential mowing, I still like to have all the prep work done the weekend before, because it's been a month now between visits. Some of these lawns are going to be long. It's still warm enough for grass to be growing. It'll just be in sections. It won't be the whole lawn's like 4 feet high. It's just sections will be. You just got to allow for it and make sure you're good to go. So there's a little bonus tip for you. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching again. Talk to you later on. Heathy, final sign off. Say goodbye. See you next time. Bye guys. $1 every time I forget to pull the video. And then dicky little padlocks. I know they don't do much, but they make you feel better. Feel a little bit better. All right, we're good to rock and roll, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.